Hello children, today we are going to start a new topic, arithmetic progression. It is a new topic for you all. Okay, so arithmetic progression, before this topic, we will just learn something and we will just recall the things in the nature, like when you will see the sunflower or the rose, you can see that they follow some pattern. You will see all sunflowers are alike, all roses are alike. If you will see the leaves, different patterns, mango leaves, they follow some pattern, banana leaves, they follow some pattern. So in nature also you have seen that each and every part, it follows some pattern, right? Similarly, here in mathematics, you have seen so many list of numbers. You see the pattern, and following that, you fill the next number to it. Okay, so here are some of the numbers. You can see here some of the numbers, like here 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can complete this pattern, right? You can see that the next numbers will be 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Then next you can see that it is 100, then 70, then 40, then 10. You can see that in 100, if you add minus 30, you get 70. Then in 70, you add minus 30, you get 40, and so on, right? Similarly, now see the third one, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. You can see the pattern here, and you can tell the next number. Minus 3. In this, if you add plus 1, you will get minus 2. Now, in minus 2, if you will add plus 1, you will get minus 1. And so you can proceed and you can find infinite numbers here. Similarly, here, this is also following the pattern. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. That means in 3, if we are adding 0, we will get 3. Then in again, this 3, if we are adding 0, we will get 3. And this continues. Okay. Minus 1, if we add here minus 0.5, we will get minus 1.5. Then minus 2, if we will add minus 0.5, we will get minus 2.5. Now again here, this will be continued. Okay, and we can find infinite number of terms. So these are the examples of arithmetic progression. These are the terms. Okay, each of the numbers in the list is called a term. Now each is a term in this list. Now what is this AP now? So AP is what? It is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. Except the first term, rest all the terms, they are being obtained by adding a fixed number to its preceding term, right? Like here, the first term is 100. Now in this, we are adding here how much? Minus 30. Then if we are obtaining 70. In 70, if we are adding minus 30, we get the next term. So a fixed number is added to the preceding term except the first term. That list of numbers are termed as AP. Okay, and this fixed term is denoted by small d. Okay, so this D is known as your fixed number, which is being added to the preceding term. So fixed number, it is denoted by D, and this is known as your common difference. This is known as your common difference, right? And the first term is commonly used as A. A is denoted for your first, right? And D is your common difference. And what is this common difference? This is your fixed term, right? So AP is the list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to its preceding term except the first term. If you will remember the definition, the list of numbers you can identify. Just leaving the first, if the all rest of the terms they are being obtained by adding a fixed number to it, that list of numbers will be in AP. Now here, suppose A is your first term. A is your first term and D is your fixed number which is denoted for common difference. Okay, so what we have learned here that A is the first term, leaving first term. If we add the fixed number, that is the common difference to the preceding term, we obtain the next. So the next term will be A plus D. Now the next one will be for it, it will be the preceding one. So it will be A plus D plus D because A plus D is the preceding term and we will add this fixed number D to it. So this will be the next one. Similarly, the next one, this will be its preceding one. So it will be A plus D plus D plus D. Okay, this is the preceding and plus D we will add. And so on we can continue. So you can see that the first term is A. The second term will be A plus D. The third term will be A plus 2D. Then the third term will be A plus 3D and so on. You can see this is your first term. This is your second term. This one is your third term. This one is your fourth term. Okay. So this is known as your general form of AP. A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. This is known as the general form of an AP. Okay, so we can obtain in the same manner any of the term. If it is being asked to say what will be the fourth term of the AP, fourth term is A plus 3D. Okay, what is the third term? It is A plus 2D. So what will be the 10th term? 10th term will be denoted by A10. So it will be A plus 9D. Okay. What will be your nth term then? You are seeing 10th term we are having minus 1. Okay. 10 minus 1 that is 9. That means the nth term will be A plus n minus 1 times D. So we can obtain the nth term by following the general form of the AP only. So nth term of the AP is denoted by an. A is the first term plus n is the number of terms minus 1 times d. N is equal to A plus n minus 1 times d. This you have to remember that when you are having finite or infinite AP, just listen. Finite AP are the AP where the list of numbers are limited. That means we are having the last term also. The list of numbers, okay, following the AP, but last term is also given to us, that is termed as finite AP. And the last term when it is not given, when it is there dash dash dash, then that means it is your infinite AP. Okay. So if any of the term in between the AP, if it is being asked to us, we can find using this formula that An is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. This is the nth term. Okay. An is represented by for nth term. And D is the common difference. A is your first term and n is the number of terms. And A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, that is your general form of the AP. Okay. So now we can proceed this with this the next exercise, that is your 4.1 exercise of your NCERT book. Exercise 5.1. In which of the following situations does the list of numbers involved make an arithmetic progression and why? Okay, so see the first part. There are four parts. The taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupee 15 for the first kilometer and rupee 8 for each additional kilometer. That list of numbers will be in AP or not. That you have to tell. Okay, so the taxi fare, the first fare is given to us is rupee 15, and then for additional kilometer it is being charged rupees 8. So what will be the charge for the first kilometer? Now this is our exercise 5.1, question number 1, first part. Okay, A will be your rupee 15 and common difference is 8 because rupees 8 is been asked to add for the additional kilometer, right? So the charge for the second kilometer, it will be 15 plus 8, that is 23. A3 will be 23 plus 8, that is so list of numbers you can see 15, 23, 31. Okay, and so on you can calculate. You have to see here that uh, since they are asking that the list of numbers they will be in AP or not. So how we will check that this is in AP or not? We have to see that the common difference is same or not. So 23 minus 15, that is equal to 8. Since the common difference is the same, so the list of numbers are in AP. Now since the common difference is same, so the list of numbers are in AP. Are in AP. Okay. Because 8 is the fixed number. Because for the first kilometer, the fare is 15. For the second kilometer, it will be 15 plus 8, that is 23. And for the third kilometer, it will be 23 plus 8, that is 31. So these are the list of numbers. If we have to check that the list of numbers are in AP or not, so this is your first term A1, A2, A3, A2 minus A1, it is 8, and A3 minus A2, that is also 8. That means the common difference is the same. So this is a list of numbers are in AP. Now see the second one, the amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. Okay, so read the question carefully, that the amount of air which is there, now when you pump once, 1/4 of the air comes out. Okay, so the list of numbers which you have to prepare here is the leftover air in the cylinder, because the amount of air present in the cylinder when the vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. So we will assume here that X is the amount of air present in cylinder. So it is your X. Okay. Now what will be? I'm going to write A1. What will be A2 now? Now X is the air present in the cylinder. Now after one pump, 1/4 of the air comes out. That means out of this 1/4 of X will be coming out. So the air left will be how much? LCM will be 4. This is 3x by 4. Now the third term we will calculate. Now this much of air is left in the cylinder. So 3x by 4. Now this, out of this, its 1/4 will be removed after the next pump. X by 4. 1/4 of this will be removed out. So it will be, remaining will be 3x by 4 minus 3x by 16. LCM will be your 16, 12x minus 3x. So it will be 9x by 16. So this is your third term. Now you have to check that this list of number A1, A2, A3 which we have obtained, they are in AP or not. So we have to check that the common difference is the same or not. If the common difference will be the same, the list of numbers are in AP then. So we will find here common difference A2 minus A1. A2 is how much? 3x by 4 minus x. So it will be 4 and here it will be 3x minus 4x, that is minus x by 4. Now we will find A3 minus A2. Now A3 minus A2. A3 is how much? 9 by x. 9x by 16 minus how much? A2 was 3x by 4. LCM will be 16 and this will be 9x minus 12x. So 9x minus 12 will be minus 3x by 16. See that the common difference is not the same. Here we are getting common difference is minus x by 4 and here we are getting minus 3x by 16. So you will write the statement since the common difference is not the same, so the list of numbers are not in AP. Now see the third part. The cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when it costs rupee 150 for the first meter and rises by rupee 50 for each subsequent meter. See orally you can understand this one that for the first meter it costs rupee 150. So A is your 150. Okay, and rises by rupee 50 for the subsequent meter. That means for the second meter it will be how much? 150 plus 50, that is 200. Then for the next meter, it will be 200 plus 50, that is 250. Okay, so it will continue like that. 200, 250, 300, 350 and so on. So when you will see that, just find only three terms A1, A2 and A3 and check the common difference. If A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, then the list of numbers are in AP. And here you will see that the common difference will remain the same, that is 50. So it is your, the list of numbers are in AP then. Now the fourth part, the amount of money in the account every year when rupee 10,000 is deposited at compound interest at 8% per annum. Now we have to check the amount of money in the account every year. Okay, when rupees 10,000 is deposited, then 10,000 is deposited, that means 10,000 is your principal and compound interest is 8% per annum. Rate is your 8% per annum. So we have to find for 3 years A1, A2 and A3 and again we will see that the list of numbers are in AP or not. So this amount for the 3 years we will calculate and we will take it out. So principal amount is how much? 10,000. So we are doing the fourth part. Principal here. Just mention only principal amount is 10,000 and rate of interest is 8% per annum. And you know the formula for compound interest. Compound interest formula is P plus it is 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. Okay. So we will calculate here A1 will be your 10,000. Okay, this is your A1, right? And A2 will be your 10,000 plus E times 1 plus rate is 8 upon 100, and for the first year we have to calculate. Okay, so it will be 10,000 into 108 upon 100. So it will be 10800. This is your A2. Now we will calculate A3. A3 will be now 10,000 1 plus 8 by 100 raised to the power 2. This is your time. Okay. N is representing as a time. So it will be 10,000 into 108 upon 100 into 108 upon 100. Just calculate it. Okay. And see that this is your A3. Okay. When you will be calculating it. So A3 minus A2 when you will check, and A2 minus A1 you will check. That will not be the same. So here the list of numbers are not in AP. Okay. So you have to remember the formula for compound interest. It is P times 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power N. Okay. So here the list of numbers will not be in AP. Now see question number 2. Write first 4 terms of the AP when the first term A and the common difference D are given to us. Okay. First term and common difference is given, and we have to find here the first 4 terms of the AP. Just remember the definition that the list of numbers, okay, leaving the first one, the rest of the terms they are obtained by adding a fixed number to its preceding term, right? So here question number 2, first part, A is your 10 and B is your 10, right? So A1 will be your 10, A2 will be 10 plus 10, that is 20, and A3 will be 20 plus the fixed term common difference, that will be 30, and A4 will be 30 is the preceding term, add in this 10 the fixed term, it will be 40. So the 4 terms of the AP will be 10, 20, 30 and 40, right? See the second part now. Second part, A is minus 2, B is 0. So A1 will be minus 2, A2 will be also minus 2, because when you will add 0, it will be minus 2. A3, preceding term is minus 2, you will add 0, again it will be minus 2. And the fourth term also minus 2 plus 0 will be minus 2. So the list of numbers will remain the same, minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, right? Now see the third part. A is your 4, B is your minus 3. So A1 is your 4, A2 will be 4 minus 3, because we are going to add minus 3, that is here 4 minus 3 is 1. So A3 will be, the preceding term is 1, in this we are going to add minus 3, so 1 minus 3 will be minus 2, and A4 will be, the preceding term is minus 2, minus 2, in this we will add minus 3, so it will be minus 5. So the 4 terms of the AP are 4, 1, minus 2, minus 5, right? Similarly, see the fifth part now. The fifth part, A is given as minus 1.5 and D is minus 0.25. Okay, so A1, it will be the first term minus 1.25 only. Second term will be minus 1.25. In this you have to add minus 0.25. So it will be how much? Minus 1.50. And A3 will be in preceding term minus 1.50, you have to add how much? Minus 0.25. So it will be minus 1.75. And A4 will be minus 1.75. In this you have to add minus 0.25. So it will be minus 2.0. So the list of numbers here will be minus 1.25, minus 1.50, minus 1.75 and minus 2. And now see question number 3. For the following APs, write the first term and the common difference. Okay, so first term, you can see the list of numbers are given to us and they are asking just to write the first term and the common difference. The first part is 3, 1, minus 1, minus 3. So the first term is 3. Common difference will be A2 minus A1. That is the second term is 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 will be minus 2. Okay. So here the common difference is minus 2 and the first term is 3. Similarly, see the second part. The second part we have minus 5, minus 1, 3 and 7. So A is minus 5 and common difference will be A2 minus A1. So A2 is your minus 1 minus 5. Okay. So it will be minus 1 plus 5. This is plus 4. Common difference is 4 and your first term is minus 5. Now see the third part. See the third part. 1 by 3, 5 by 3, 9 by 3, 13 by 3. So the first term is 1 by 3. Common difference will be A2 minus A1, that is 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Okay, so it will be 5 minus 1, that is 4 by 3. Simply the common difference is 4 by 3. So you can proceed here. This all parts now you can do of your own. In question number 4, which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference D and write 3 more terms. Okay, you have to check first that they are in AP or not. So first you have to find the common difference, then only we can say that the list of numbers are in AP or not. And then we have to find 3 more terms of the AP. See question number 4. The first part 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay, the first term is your A1 is your 2 and common difference will be 4 minus 2, that is 2. Okay, again you will check that D, A3 minus A2 you will check. So A3 is 8 minus 4, that is 2. You can see that the common difference is not the same. So the list of numbers are not in AP. You will write the statement since the common difference is not the same. So the list of numbers are not in AP, right? Now see which part? See the third part now. In third part, the list of numbers minus 1.2, minus 3.2, minus 5.2, minus 7.2 and so on. So A1 is your minus 1.2. So we will find common difference minus 3.2. From this we will subtract minus 1.2. So it will be minus 3.2 plus 1.2. So it will be minus how much? 2 only. Okay. And now we will again find the common difference A3 minus A2. A3 is your minus 5.2. From this we will subtract this minus of minus 3.2. This will be plus 3.2. Now minus 5.2 plus 3.2 will be minus 2. Since the common difference is the same. So the list of numbers are in AP. Okay. So we have to find the next 3 terms now. Next three terms will be, we are having first, second, third, fourth. We have to find A5. A5 will be A plus 4D. Okay, or what you can do is, you can add the fixed number to the next preceding term. That means A5 will be equal to the next preceding term is minus 7.2. In this you have to add how much? Minus 2 you have to add. So it will be minus 9.2. And then similarly you can find A6. A6 will be actually A plus 5D. But we can find when we are knowing the preceding term minus 9.2. In this, if we will add minus 2, minus 9.2, if we are going to add minus 2 in it, we will get minus 11.2. Okay, and in this way you can find the rest of the terms also. Okay, so you can complete this exercise, and the problem which you are going to face, we will be discussing in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Thank you, children.